The Celtics have reportedly acquired Bol Bol in a three-team trade with the Nuggets and Spurs. Bol Bol has finally been freed. We initially thought Bol Bol was going to get traded to the Pistons, but that trade was voided after he failed his physical. Come to find out, Bol Bol is now set to get a surgery on his foot that'll take him out for the next 8 to 12 weeks. So how good is Bol Bol and what will he bring to the Celtics? Let's talk about it. For starters, let's give some background info on him. Bol Bol is son of former NBA player Manute Bol. Standing at a humongous 7'7", he's not only one of the tallest, but he's also one of the best shot blockers in league history. Tragically, he died in 2010 of kidney failure. Bol Bol would continue his father's legacy by becoming a great basketball player himself. Bol Bol committed to playing for Oregon, where he instantly became one of the best players in college basketball. He looked like a future star. Just like his dad, Bol Bol is a literal giant at 7'2", but what makes him really unique is that he showed off skills you rarely see in a 7-footer. At Oregon, he showed the ability to hit threes at a high level, handle the rock, but also rebound and block shots on defense. He was a virtual lock to be a top 5 draft pick in the 2019 draft, but unfortunately, he would miss the rest of the college season after just 9 games due to a foot injury. During the 2019 draft, teams were scared to draft Bol Bol because of his injury, and instead of being a lottery pick, he fell to the second round where he was drafted to the Heat and traded to the Nuggets. On a young Denver team, you would think Bol Bol would get plenty of opportunities, but that simply wasn't the case. In 2 years with the Nuggets, Bol Bol could never break Mike Malone's rotation. Why wasn't Bol Bol able to earn any meaningful playing time despite his great play at Oregon? Well, for head coach Mike Malone, while Bol Bol is undoubtedly a very talented player, he saw him as a player that simply didn't have an NBA-ready game. For starters, Bol Bol is severely underweight. He's rail thin at just 7'2" and 220 pounds. This lack of strength makes him a bad defender because he's too skinny to guard 4s or 5s, but not agile enough to guard 3s. To be fair, it is hard to put on weight when you're Bol Bol's frame, but he needs to add at least 20 to 30 pounds of muscle to be able to bang with NBA bigs. And unfortunately for him, the Nuggets are a team that's pretty deep at center between Nikola Jokic and the emerging Zeke Naji. Simply put, there isn't any room for an underdeveloped player on a young Nuggets team that's deep at his position and wants to compete for a championship. To add insult to injury, Bol Bol also reportedly has maturity and work ethic issues. And these issues have followed him since Oregon. Here's what an NBA scout said about Bol Bol right before the draft. It's a mixed bag there. I've heard he's not a hard worker, never on time for anything. No doubt there's talent there, but I don't trust him for a lot of reasons. Bol Bol's lack of professionalism is probably another reason he fell to the second round, along with his injury. Now that brings us to the Celtics. I still believe Bol Bol could turn into a fantastic player, but the Celtics need to have a plan in place to develop him, and Bol Bol clearly has a lot of maturing to do. The Celtics are also deep at center between Robert Williams, Al Horford, and Enes Kanter, so minutes are going to be hard to come by. And he's going to miss at least the next 8 to 12 weeks from foot surgery, so he likely only plays the last few games of the season at best. Bol Bol's contract is up after this year, but he'll be a restricted free agent, which will allow Boston to re-sign him easily. If Bol Bol could put on muscle this offseason, that'll make it easier for him to hold his own against opposing bigs and not get pushed around. He also needs to improve his effort and awareness on defense. If Bol Bol gets stronger and better defensively, he could be an extremely useful center for the Celtics. There's very few bigs in the league that can protect the rim and space the floor at the same time. The Celtics have had spacing issues all season. Having a center that could take the opposing team's center out of the paint would give Tatum and Jaylen Brown more room to operate and allow them to attack the rim a lot easier. And at 7'2" with a freakishly long 7'8" wingspan, the Celtics could have 48 minutes of elite rim protection between Bol Bol and Time Lord. And he's also got potential to be a legit scorer with his ability to put the ball on the floor and score at the rim. He's very agile for a big man his size, and he's still very young at 22 years old, so if the Celtics can get Bol Bol right, he could be a great part of their young core. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Do you think Bol Bol will work out in Boston? Tell me in the comments. Recently, I made a dope video on how the Time Lord has been thriving on both ends of the floor for the Celtics, and I'm sure you guys will love it. So go ahead, click on that link, watch it, enjoy it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.